Welcome to the South, this is how we roll out. If you see me pop the trunk, it's a flow out. Money over everything, we locking doors. You hit the floor, cause we about to score. Welcome to the South, this is
For weekly pro wrestling news, AEW news, WWE news, independent wrestling news, it's the X Factor, the hottest pro wrestling news show with the one and only Professor X.
All right, we're live. It's your boy Professor X, aka Malik, and my boy Brother Zargon 7.
Hey, what's up?
How you doing today, brother?
That intro. It's nice. I like
Thanks.
it. I like it.
Hey, gotta start somewhere, you know?
I know we got backgrounds and stuff now and shit.
Yep. And also got a background, and I got my new logo right here, Black Power. That's right. First, before we get started, we're gonna send 2 shout outs. I heard from my boy, brother Kid Stacy. He's doing better, but he can be with us still because he's still taking time for himself, and I encourage that. So, peace and blessings and love to you, Kid Stacy, and hope to see you again soon. Also, want to send a shout out to our brother in arms, also brother Black Z Fighter, aka Quentin. He's out tonight enjoying himself. So,
Enjoying.
wish him well.
That's right.
Also, brother Quentin, be safe. So it's just the 2-man crew, the original 2-man crew tonight. So we got some new topics, Zargon. And I think we'll start with the latest batch of spring cleaning, aka budget cuts.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we have a nice little list here for you because they're all from NXT 2.0. Dexter Lumis, Malcolm Bivens, Dakota Kai, who I heard was really, really good, so I don't understand that. Harland, Persia Parada or Parada. I don't know if that's right. I hope it is. Rhea Lynn Divine, Draco Anthony, Vish Kanya, Mila Milani, and Blair Baldwin. Now, once again, I feel that these are all blindsided cuts, and this all came after their quarterly dividend call again. Of course, like I said, and this year, as some other people I've heard said, it wasn't done April 15th like it usually is after WrestleMania. It's done at the end of the month, almost like the first of the month. They're cutting budgets, so I guess the higher ups can save their bonuses or save their own paychecks. Now, some of the cuts, especially like Dakota Kai, who's really good, and I even saw an article with Bayley. Bayley was looking forward to working a match with her, either against her or alongside her when she came back from injury.
Oh wow.
So, and the thing is, like I say, from what I've seen her, and she is good. She's good. So that's a shame for them. But I've seen an article now. They're saying the management and the main roster, management and the higher ups feel like she wasn't main roster material. Are you kidding me, Zargon? What are your thoughts, brother?
I mean, Dakota Kai is the most recognizable name for releases. I'm a little bit shocked. I thought she would have made the main roster at least by now. I think there's more to it, honestly. I'm not too familiar with her, but I do recognize her name. The one that shocked me the most, honestly, is Malcolm Bivens. That dude is hilarious on Twitter. I like following him. That dude is hilarious. But also Dexter, I'm a little surprised by that one as well. I don't know what they're trying to do with the releases. I understand they keep saying budget cuts, but it's always something more to it. And budget cuts is just the company line. So with these latest releases, I wonder if they're going to try to add people to the roster because they like to do that. They'll release people and then they'll add people to the roster. So maybe they're making room for a big name. Maybe they're making room, for other reasons. You know how WWE is. They do stuff like this. So I wonder.
Oh yeah, it's always corporate, corporate this, corporate that, whatever. And from what I can see, like I said, Dakota Kai had plenty of talent. Probably had mad skills, but it's I guess it's all about image. And Dakota Kai to me had image. And look at this, I saw a picture on her with Ruby Riott before I think they both got signed to WWE Developmental. They were a tag team. It was
Oh wow.
Dakota Kai and Ruby Riott. This is back when she had the short hair. I saw it on Instagram.
Ruby
So
always had short hair. Wait,
yeah, well,
right?
she had short hair for a while. Then she had long hair on in Riot Squad for a while, but now she cut it short again in AEW, as we can see.
Okay, okay, okay.
Yeah,
I'm like, wait, did she? Okay, I gotta make sure. Make sure I'm
yeah,
not confusing people.
yeah. And it's just a whole. To me, it's just a whole lot of of BS. These are people who actually have worked hard for years trying to get on the main roster. Some are from Impact, like Loomis. I recognize Loomis now. He used to be that stalker in TNA years ago.
Yeah, that's where I remember him from. That's why I
Yeah,
said I'm a little surprised by it, by
yeah,
him.
and technically, you release probably potential future stars.
Of course, of course, of course.
A potential that you could have brought up to the main roster to main event, but now you cut them. And the scary part is, I have another article up here that's saying main roster releases could be coming soon. Now
Of
you can't
course,
really, yeah, but you can't
they're gonna
release
look
too
at
many. Go
they're
ahead.
gonna look at people's ages because that's gonna be the first thing they look at. Because I remember they were saying that they was trying to get younger with WWE, so I can see them releasing big name talent because their age and stuff like that. So what WWE I think is trying to do an overhaul, getting rid of like a lot of veterans and bringing a lot of young people and try to bring fresh faces for like the next 5 to 10 years. So I think that's the direction they're going in right now.
Okay, yeah. Now the black fella, the one I guess you said the one that's funny.
Yeah,
He looks like what was he, an announcer or manager?
manager.
Oh, he
Yeah,
was a
he's
manager.
funny.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
he's hilarious. I like him.
Now, if he was funny and hilarious, if he was good, yeah, then he shouldn't have been a cut either. Let's send some shout outs to the chat. What's up, Johnny Mills?
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting about the chat. I always
Yeah,
forget about that.
Johnny Mills, what's up? Guy Huggins, aka Brother Melendez, how you doing tonight? Also, I just came by. BJ Santana, what's going on, man? A question. Hey guys, what's up? I have a question. Do you think there are a lot of pressure as black wrestlers and Hispanic wrestlers in WWE?
Of
What is
course.
it to be the result? Of course, there's pressure. I mean, the result is, of course, to me, is always is racism. They got to either work extra hard to create a better character. I'm pretty sure they have the skills, and the thing is, say, WWE is his whole theme and whole concept basically like the whole sport has always been geared towards white wrestlers. You know what I mean? That's what makes them the most money because Hulk Hogan was on top of years. You had John Cena, who I called the present day Hulk Hogan at the time, and now you have Roman Reigns, our first Samoan. Basically, like I said, the thing is, I think he's on top because he's the only thing that, that they've got, and he's Rock's cousin. But of course, that doesn't matter because we had Nia Jax, and she's gone now. Under questionable circumstances. So yeah, there's a lot of pressure, especially for black wrestlers. I guess it depends on who they are. I think Bobby Lashley is one of the lucky few. See, he's big and muscular. He has a look, and I guess management likes him. And like I said, of course, we had the Hurt Business, but see, it's just him. He's getting the push. Shelton Benjamin, who's probably a 10 times better wrestler than Lashley, with the moves, not gonna get a push. Cedric, MVP, who's basically like he's out with injury. He walks with a cane now. He's getting older, so he's not getting any younger. But he says he's trying to get back into shape or to wrestle again. So
But he's still effective even as a
yeah,
character though. So that's the one
yeah,
thing
he is, yeah,
I'll
because he
give
can
him.
talk. Yeah,
He's very
he's
effective
real
as a
effective.
character.
Yeah, he's real effective as a character and still entertaining too. He can talk and he's entertaining. See,
He
even when he
can.
turns heel on somebody, so he's
Even
always good to watch.
I was feeling some type of way that he's managing almost now. I'm like, oh, come on, but I understand it. I understand it.
No, it's a good storyline involving African American wrestlers. It's a really good storyline. Bobby Lashley versus Omos. I mean, he beat him prematurely at WrestleMania. To me, a little too fast. But that's why they go on with the storyline because there's gonna be a rematch, and I'm guessing Omos is gonna win.
I
And then like,
still,
go ahead.
I mean, they could have had them together for a little bit, like not necessarily in like tag team matches. They should have had MVP kind of like working with both of them, and then he make the split. That way, when they face each other, the match actually means something rather than it just being like a typical revenge storyline. At least for me, I would have liked to seen it like play out longer. but I mean, WWE made a decision, and for Hispanic wrestlers, I mean, they really get no love. I mean, who's really there outside of Mysterio, and Mysterio's not even getting that much love. They're trying to do something with Dominic, but I mean, it's not much. Then it's Angel Garza and what's the other one still on the roster? Are they even still on the roster? To be honest,
Angel, yeah, I believe Angel Garza was actually. If you saw Raw, they brought back Mustafa Ali, but he came out to basically no pop, no support. So it was like it was bland.
I thought he was getting released. I thought he wanted to be released.
He asked for his release, but they didn't grant it to him. And now they brought him back on TBC. They don't want too many people asking for their releases and showing up on the TNT show
because they're trying to hit a market. And the problem is they're trying to appeal to markets, but they're doing it wrong. That's their major problem. They don't know how to appeal to their audience. They're saying, oh, well, you're this race. Like basically they're trying to do a checkbox. Like they're checking boxes. Like, okay, well, you fit this description, so we're gonna put you on this side. You fit that description, we're gonna put you on that side. That's what it comes down to. And with that, they're really hurting. They're hurting the superstars first and foremost, and then the fan base is not caring about them because they barely see them on TV or not at all.
Yeah, and I think the older Vince McMahon gets, I think the worse he's getting. Because I saw an article where it says he's unhappy with the direction of the show every week, and he makes changes. So see, he doesn't know what the hell he's doing, and it's getting worse. And see, with releases, and look, somebody was doing some stuff for Dakota Kai or writing stuff before she was released. They actually had plans for her. So they have plans, but
it's got to be something. It's got to be something more to it. I don't believe it's a budget cuts because a talent like that, I don't think you just release just randomly. I think it's more to it.
I think there's a lot more to it. I believe if I could be an FBI agent or a CIA investigator, and I would actually get in there, investigate, and look at some private files, not to be seen by anybody, I think it would open your eyes to a whole new system. I just yeah, you're right about that, BJ. And also,
but the problem is when or if Vince retires, who's going to take over?
Oh, that's easy.
And then what kind of shenanigans are we going to have to deal with them? That's your next issue.
That's only one or two people. I'm thinking Nick Khan or Triple H. I think it would be Triple H, his son-in-law. He seems to be wanting to help the wrestlers. He seems to have a better attitude towards helping the wrestlers. I guess reach their potential.
But I think it depends on who the wrestler is, though.
True, yeah, but I think he sounds like he seems sincere. I mean, I don't believe it. He sounds like he seems sincere on helping people work hard and reach their potential in their own way. But then, like I said, he disappeared with his condition. So see, and he's back to business, but it's not gonna be. I guess not gonna be as hard or as vocal as it was before because he's got to.
Of course not.
He's got to watch his condition. So Oh, and again in the chat, you're welcome to BJ Santana, and thank you. I appreciate you, brother, coming through and watching. All right, now we got that out of the way. Oh, let's talk about one I found right here. I don't know if you saw this. Ember Moon did an interview on YouTube with Chris Van Vliet, and he said, or she told him she was part of a 2-hour meeting to tell the women to look sexy and revealing like Mandy Rose. I could read you what she said, but it's basically a good interview. It's basically one of the few videos I agree with 100%.
I have to watch it.
Yeah, and this coming from a black queen. I can read some of what she said. Hold on. It says because she talks about it. It says I feel like I need to talk about it just to get it off my chest and to get it out there in the universe because my last 4 months was just one of those moments that I wasn't having fun anymore. And it started with the Shotzi being gone and Shotzi being drafted. And I remember thinking I was sitting at home and I got a phone call saying, "Hey, we don't want you to be upset, but Shotzi just got moved to the SmackDown and she is debuting with Tegan Knox as a tag team." And I just was sitting there and I was like, I was playing D&D, the most beautiful day of my week, and I'm getting this phone call about how Shotzi's been drafted, and I was like, oh my God, I'm so happy for her. but you kind of can see where this is going. So from that, so from there, it didn't get any better. So see, Ember Moon saw the bullshit going on, just like Tony Storm saw the bullshit going on from her point of view. Of course, she paid for her, to fly herself home and quit.
Yeah, it's got
So
to be
see,
bad when you
Ember
fly
Moon was
yourself home.
released. So see, you see the pattern here with the women. See, they're saying they want you to dress sexy and revealing. Since when was sexy and revealing a part of the NXT concept? It wasn't part of the concept when Triple H was running it, but all of a sudden now it's part of the concept. See, this isn't the Attitude Era anymore. So like what are your thoughts, Zargon? Go ahead.
What do they mean by sexy and revealing? Like, are they talking about like typical bra and panties matches, or
Probably
are
so,
they
yeah.
just? Because I mean, Ember or Athena, excuse me, her attire before was kind of a little revealing, and then she came with the shorts, and then she came with the pants. So she kind of changed over time. So. And Mandy Rose, I don't even know what the fuck Mandy Rose even wears now. I know she's on NXT, but I don't even know what she wears.
She basically doesn't have blonde hair anymore. I think she has black or brown, so she changed that. But yeah, all of them for the most part wore. I mean, they weren't revealing, but they were tight because they were wrestling. Tight,
I mean, you can have sex appeal and still, be effective. I mean, you can still have a little bit of both. But if you're talking about just coming out there like overly revealing, then yeah. Athena has a point.
And when they said they wanted to dress like Mandy Rose, of course, you saw that when she was on the main roster, and I think it was what it is. She had the tight shorts. Sometimes the shorts.
But Mandy was hot. Mandy's hot, so I
know what I'm saying. Not just hot. I mean, you saw the kind of partially thong in the butt cheek and that kind of thing, and like so it's like
Yeah, but you can't do that with everybody. You could do it with some people, but you can't do it with everybody.
That's what they wanted for everybody. Apparently, that's what Ember Moon was saying. They wanted that for everybody. And see, you're right. You can't do that. Everybody.
But they should change it up because first and foremost, you have a different market, you have a different audience, but you also get to have different types of people you appeal to. So Ember is more like the punk rock kind of emo kind of. I don't want to say nerdy type, even though she kind of says it, nerdy type girl. Like. So for her to come out like that, I mean, if it's not something she's willing to do, then I don't think she should be punished for it. Now, if she wants to do that, that's a little different. But to have a 2-hour meeting on that, I mean, that's a bit ridiculous. That's ridiculous. And then also, who's giving a lecture, first and foremost, and secondly, somebody in there on some perverted type shit. That's another thing I gotta add to it. Like that's some whole. I understand, like you stated earlier, with the whole Attitude Era, but I understand that sex sells, but I mean, you can't be overdoing it because isn't the show supposed to be PG? Aren't you supposed to be PG? Allegedly, See, this is the inconsistencies that WWE showcase. Like they talk about how they want to be PC and for the children, but you're going around telling your ladies they need to, basically be half naked. I mean, come on. Make up your mind.
That's true. Like I said, just that meeting alone, and that's probably a meeting that Ember Moon wasn't probably should have talked about. So see,
she should have.
No, yeah, you're right. She should have. But the thing is, as far as from their mentality, when these release stars talk about things behind the scenes and what things that are said, because they can't talk freely outside the company. But see, a lot of times they'll put them in the doghouse and they can't come back because they said what they said, and it's like they're shooting. You know what I mean?
Even though it depends on who it is. It depends on who it is, to be honest. It depends on who it is and what they're saying. Now, maybe Ember will probably be in the doghouse and she probably won't return. But, I mean, there's other people who've done things and said things and ended up coming back. I just think it's a matter of status on the superstar, whether man or woman.
That's true, yeah. Well, when it comes to the men, they can come back. When it comes to the women, like I said, I think there's a lot of perverts, and I think there's a lot of perverts in that company. A lot of perverted officials. I think a lot of it. A lot of these people wanted to sleep with these women, and they probably said no behind the scenes.
Yeah, but why would you want to try to force somebody to sleep with you? Like that's just weird as fuck. I'm sorry. I mean, I get that the women on the roster, are pretty hot, but I mean, come on, don't be a sleazebag. Like, have some decency.
Hey, you got to remember, first and foremost, Zargon, this is whack ass wrestling entertainment. This is Vince McMahon, a man who used to talk about his private parts and called them grapefruits. Remember that shit? Remember the promo with the Rock? We said, "I'm your genetic jackhammer" and all that other bullshit.
Yeah.
So
that goofy dumb shit. I know.
And then look how Alexa Bliss got pushed so fast in her first run.
I'm really surprised she wasn't released. I'm surprised she's not released.
Not yet, but she hasn't got a call. Look at this. There's a YouTube video of her coming off a plane. Somebody's interviewing her saying she's just waiting on the call. She's been ready since Saudi Arabia because ever since that Elimination Chamber match where she was on, she hasn't been used since. But of course, we found out she was getting married. Now that she's married and coming back, they haven't called her up. Now I'm looking for as far as main roster releases. I'm looking at 3 people so far, 3 women. I'm looking at Nikki Ash. I think that's played out. I'm looking at Shotzi because I don't think they think too much of Shotzi because she was on SmackDown this past Friday night job.
I'm still upset. I ain't get to I ain't get to get that shirt. That shirt with Ember and Shotzi. I wanted to get that shirt, but I didn't get to get it. That sucks.
And the other release, my number one choice for release would be Alexa Bliss herself. I'm thinking that's coming, but I doubt it. But the thing is, before she came out, it was said. I think it's true. I can't confirm it or prove it, but I think it's true. They're saying she slept with a lot of people, a lot of officials at the Performance Center. That's what got her on. But maybe that's all irrelevant now because probably half the people are probably gone too and released too. So I even said this before in my other video. Maybe she has to sleep with a new set of officials. Now she's married. I hope she doesn't do that. But like I said, Ryan Cabrera, watch out. I hope you get tested. So I'm just saying. So that's just me. And cool. Oh yeah. Shout out to chat again. Stellar Stevens, thanks for coming through. He said right here, he's glad Asuka is back. Yeah, Asuka's back too. See, that could be a factor too for main roster releases.
Yo, wasn't we just talking about Asuka last week? I think, or the week before. We were just talking about Asuka.
Yeah, no, we were looking for her to come back, but she's finally back, and she's going to feud with Becky Lynch. But the thing is, with her being back in the storyline, it doesn't leave much creative room for others. Maybe that's why they get released also. Because see, last we saw Nikki Ash, what was she part of? She's part of the 24/7 bullshit crowd now.
They killed that girl with that superhero shit. They killed her. Her fate is done. Poor soul.
Speaking of that, let's go to Becky Lynch's quotes on AEW's women's wrestling, saying they're not on their level because the WWE women's division is better than they are. They're the best in the world. How the fuck can you say that with a straight face, Becky Lynch, after that commitment ceremony bullshit that Dana Brooke was a part of? Nikki Ash and Tamina Snuka. My God, Tamina Snuka is probably the best woman wrestler in that ring amongst them. She's supposed to be a beast, and she's part of comic relief. You see the way Tozawa went under her wedding dress to get the 24/7 channel? I mean, excuse me, the 24/7 title, and all that BS. And Becky Lynch gonna say AEW doesn't present the women the way we do. AEW presents women's wrestling. You're not gonna see Hiraku or I can't say her name, Shida, Hiro Shida, and Serena Deeb in a commitment ceremony because they can wrestle, they can actually fight. They were just in a street fight. I'd rather watch two women in a street fight than watch two bitches and two talented wrestlers in a stupid ass comic relief wedding. By Ron R-Truth saying, I'm certified, y'all. I'm a certified this, certified that. I'm certified.
I love R-Truth. I love R-Truth. But
I like it too. But like I said, he's a good wrestler too. He's a good wrestler too. But look at what they're reduced to. This is why when it comes to these budget cuts, I see half of that crowd getting released. I see Tamina Snuka getting released.
But I think it's a part of I think it's a part of a character though. Like you can have all the great wrestlers in the world, but if they have no character, what can you do with them? And also, in regards to Becky Lynch, I wonder if she was talking for real or was she talking in character? Because, Becky likes to do things in character where she likes to portray herself as the best, in the world and stuff like that. So I wonder if she was serious or was she just talking in character?
I think she was serious because she was talking on a podcast, which I actually have the audio.
Yeah, but some people go on podcasts and they talk in character rather than themselves.
Well, Booker T backed her up saying, if you're working for this company or if you're a wrestler, you're supposed to talk like that because you're promoting you're promoting the brand you work
That's
for.
true.
So see
That's
right
true.
there, see that's bullshit right there. See, you can't say that, but still, I don't care what you're promoting. If you just like I said, you said that shit a week later after a commitment ceremony. And I'm pretty sure, like I said, I'm still gonna do a video and I'm gonna show that footage too because I have that footage. I downloaded that Raw show. Now I probably
Okay.
can't upload it to YouTube because it'll be flagged, but I can put it on Vimeo because I put one on Vimeo already using footage from Wrestling with Shadows on the Bret Hart thing when Triple H did his interview with Stephen A. Smith. I used that. So, Sherman Scott is in the house. What's up, buddy? Yes, yeah, Shotzi is great, but she was used. She appeared for the first time in like I think over a month, and used as a jobber in an I Quit challenge match to Ronda Rousey of all people. So see, basically, Shotzi was used to be fed to Ronda Rousey. And the thing is, Shotzi's probably the better wrestler, more than likely. Because Ronda Rousey ain't shit. I mean, her promos are terrible. Her wrestling is still green, and it's just I don't find it entertaining or exciting to see her again on the second time around because it's
I don't either, but I mean, she got the star appeal that people says she's a star, so that's what WWE is going to do. They're going to push the star.
Yeah. Oh, let's talk about Zai Lee for a second. You know how months ago when she first premiered and had all the CGI effects like almost like a Marvel character from Shang-Chi or Mortal Kombat, and she's brought in as the Protector. Now recently, I was on the show and I did it, and it's on Twitter. Her Twitter, she did a backstage promo on SmackDown this past Friday, the same show.
Okay.
I'm Zai Lee. I was known as a protector, but I see nobody worthy of my protection. Now I protect myself. So now out of taking her off TV, disappearing, and coming back now, she's going to turn heel now with no storyline, no build, no explanation. Now you protect yourself. So what kind of booking is that? That's
character
WWE.
assassination. That's character assassination.
That's WWE. Now say they decided to release her with no explanation. That's a waste right there. She should sue him. I mean, if that happens, that's just me.
She probably will be released. I mean, they'll probably have her turn heel for like a week or two. They'll have her do some matches. She'll lose to whoever, and then she'll be on her way.
That's a shame. That's a shame. That would be 11 NXT 2.0 potentials that just came to the main roster, or one that came to the main roster out of the other 10 that didn't. Oh, Bell. Oh, yeah. Here's some from Stone Steven. Yeah. WWE released Malcolm Bivens after making LA Knight a manager. That's all your boy Eli Drake.
We talked about the LA Knight thing last week, I believe.
Yeah.
I didn't even know who he was until he said Eli Drake, and I'm like, oh shit.
Dummy.
That was horrible. I felt so bad because I didn't even know who he was talking to. I'm like, who the fuck? And then he said, and I'm like, wow, that's horrible.
And see, I love Eli Drake. Eli Drake was entertaining. LA Knight I have not seen, but from what I've seen or the pictures I've seen, no. And the thing is, he's still young. He can still wrestle because he has skills in TNA. It's like EC3. EC3 was the man in TNA, but he came here, he won't shit. And they didn't even give him, even on the main roster, they didn't give him a damn chance to show what he could do or talk. And he could talk and wrestle.
Yeah, but Scott, I wouldn't put her as the Liu Kang because at least Liu Kang is the poster boy for Mortal Kombat, and he'll get some TV time and screen time. Zai Lee, she ain't getting shit.
No, she ain't getting shit now.
She ain't getting nothing.
I don't see a purpose for her now. Who you gonna put her with? I mean, who would you have her attack? And the main thing is, why is she attacking? Why is no one worthy of her protection all of a sudden now?
I don't get
why
it.
Is that?
It makes no sense.
I mean, see, this is the stuff that WWE bullshit is made of. See, I would love to be sitting in on those meetings to hear what they're saying. If I could be invisible and just record words, I'd record it and post it online. Boy.
Yeah, Zai Lee's attractive too. So What the fuck
Yeah,
they doing?
I think she's married. I think she's married or has a boyfriend. Yeah, she is. Yeah.
I don't care if she is
Zai
or
Lee.
not. She's still attractive. So I
Of
mean,
course, yeah. I ain't talking about looks. I mean,
oh,
looks are irrelevant to me. They have talent. If you got no talent, Alexa Piss. If you got no talent, let's see, Ronda Rousey. You know,
yeah,
and for we'll see, Ronda Rousey's a star from somewhere else. She went for something real or something fake. So enough said there. Oh, and on a side note here, I got something else about right here. This also is in conjunction with Ember Moon. Article of Nia Jax talks about perverted ways of higher ups. Lucky ones can use blackmail to keep their jobs. Ooh, interesting.
Wait, what?
Oh yeah, it says former WWE star Nia Jax, Lena Fanine, sent out what she says is a random tweet about higher ups. She did not mention anyone in WWE by name, but it appears that she's talking about certain people who hold power in the company. This is what I mean. She said it.
Yo, didn't we just state that like earlier?
Yeah,
like literally like 5-10 minutes ago. What?
But this comes from Nia Jax. See, I think Nia Jax can see it too. See, this is basically pulling the wool from over your eyes. All you have in that company are a bunch of perverts that want to sleep with these women.
Exactly.
They don't have lives of their own. Or they're probably married, but their wives are probably ugly as shit, and their wives probably don't want to sleep with them. So hey, I work in the wrestling business. I work around talent. Let me see if I can get in the pants of some of these women wrestlers. But
so
her quote from go ahead.
So basically, they're trying to do the Pat Patterson route. Basically, that's what it sounds like. Sounds like they're going the Pat Patterson route. Just
and
not with men, more per se women.
For women,
that's
I guess you could say. I guess you could call this the new cream team, or attempted.
I guess the higher ups want some dirty Dianas. That's what they basically want, man. That's what they want.
Alexa Piss is down with it, but she's married now, so I don't know how far they'll get with that. But it depends on who it is and how bad she wants to keep her job. But anyway, Nia's quote says it's a shame. Some people deserve to get the opportunity to shine like the star they really are, but unfortunately, certain higher ups can never see past their own perverted ways. Too bad. There aren't lucky ones who can use blackmail to keep their jobs. Random tweet. And it says also this week the former Ember Moon talked about. So see, it's along those same lines. The thing is, I think Nia Jax is basically being obvious with what's going on, and that's what it is. And you know what? Some of those higher up probably tried to come on to Nia Jax. She probably turn them down or probably slap somebody. Who knows?
Probably.
So like I said, see, that company is a company full of pedophiles, perverts, and also I'm thinking also some murderers. Like say,
I think it's always been like that. I think it's just getting more revealed as time goes on. Like things that wouldn't be out in the open beforehand, and now it's getting put out there. So people that may have their conspiracy theories or things like that towards certain people in WWE, now it's coming out. And I think I got to give him credit, even though he made this years ago. JTG, I'm gonna bring JTG into this for a split second. Basically, he did like 2 books which are hilarious, but I think the women, they aren't playing the game, and I think that's why they're getting the inconsistency. They're getting fucked over and things like that because they didn't know how to play the game. And I think that kind of ties in kind of what JTG said years ago, but instead of it from a man's aspect, it's from a woman's aspect. So I think that's what it is. The women, a lot of the women aren't playing the games with WWE. Like they aren't doing, I'm willing to do anything to be, a star and stuff like that. Like a lot of them are coming with a lot of dignity, and they're not gonna put up with the BS. So because of it, they're getting punished for it. And sometimes you can look on the roster and you can even see like you'll just see a random person just get pushed out of nowhere like mad hard, and you just immediately think like who's she fucking? Like it's happened like even in the past, like you've seen people just come out of nowhere and they're just beating everybody, and you just be like, whoa, who's she fucking? So it's a shame that people you can't, as Booker T would say, go based on your merit and your talent. Instead, you have to go a different route to make it big on the roster, and that's really sad.
Yeah, the sad part is some women, a select few, are willing to do that, or a lot of them, even back in the Attitude Era. I remember interview with what's her name, the one that had she was on the first Tough Enough one, not Jackie, but the other one. She was a trainer. I think she was a trainer in all the Tough Enoughs. She was in the Hall of Fame too. Damn,
Ivory?
What you say? Ivory, that's right, Ivory.
Okay.
Ivory, I think made a lecture or made a comment to saying, unlike some of you women who F your way to the top. So a lot of them do that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you're right.
So,
I think she was talking to. Damn, I got his face in my head.
It could be any of them.
One of them UK guys, I think it was. Oh my god, I'm gonna beat myself over the head. I think I seen that interview. And she was saying how she got the blast coach or whatever, something like that. She said, I think it's that. I think it's
what
that.
I'm talking about is I don't think it was something she was talking about, but she was saying something to the women about, I can wrestle unlike you women or some of you women who F your way to the top. So it could be some of at the time it was probably some of the present day women who were there.
Okay.
And like I said, it's a cycle. See, so you have the pattern of those who are willing to do that. I mean, like I said, I don't got no respect for them, and they have no conscience because they have no soul, no conscience. So, but hey, that's on them.
Hey, some people,
it's their choice.
I mean, in the entertainment industry, some people sell their souls to get far. So, I mean, it's not out of the question. Some people sell their souls to get far. So, I mean,
yeah, I think my concept is it'll get you there, but it won't keep you there. That's the line I've heard.
It depends.
It'll get you there, but it won't keep you there. Because the thing is, you're not going to be young forever. Everybody gets old, and the thing is, I think it only goes but so far. And I think even
exactly so far and so long.
With Alexa Bliss, she just got married, but she's sitting at home, and she was a mainstay. But like I said, I think the Bray Wyatt spinoff character killed her, and I think they don't have anything for her. So I think right now, she's considered to be stale in some way, shape, or form. And with
you got to look at
you
got to look at how old she is too.
Yeah, well, she's not old. I'm saying she's still young. I'm just saying I think to some officials, Alexa may be passe now. So, and also, like I said, with this round of cuts that are coming, that may be coming. I think she's one of them, one of 3 or 4.
I wonder if she'll go with Braun Strowman, aka Adam, with his promotion wrestling thing that he was promoting.
Yeah, the Control Your Narrative. Yeah, that's him.
Yeah, I wonder if she'll go there because I know
I'm pulling for that.
They always portrayed Bliss and Strowman as something on TV. So,
yeah, and I've heard they're good friends outside the business too. I saw because you said you told me one time her whole circle's gone. No, Braun Strowman's gone, and Nia Jax is gone because they were best friends. So I can see her going to Control Your Narrative. I don't want to see her go to AEW because I don't think she can do anything for AEW. So that's just me.
AEW has issues of their own that they have their own issues that they need to resolve in their divisions and in their rosters. Also, I want to give a shout out to Sean James. He's a YouTuber. He mostly talks about different things, like comics and stuff like that, and movies and things of that nature. But he did a live stream yesterday talking about AEW on things that they could do to improve. And I thought that some of the stuff he was saying he was spot on. So give a shout out to Sean James on that.
Okay. All right, cool. Here's one thing we can touch on also. We can talk about let's see. Yeah, Vince talked about there might be more WWE releases coming soon. It says there were 10 NXT releases, and there's people in the company who think that's not it. I've heard there's been rumblings heard. WWE typically likes to make cuts around the time of the investor conference call. See, there you go right there. So every time there's an investor's call, I think they're losing money in some way, shape, or form. Or they got to be.
Yeah, but who else? I mean, there's people on the roster they can release, but it's like the roster is so depleted as it is. Like, I mean, who are you going to drop? Lower card talent? Or are you going to drop upper mid card, maybe a main eventer, possibly, because they could hit us with that and say budget cuts like they like to do. But I'm just interested to see who could they possibly put on the next the next set of releases, because it's coming.
Well, of course, yeah. Well, whoever is, like I said, the three women, I'm like I said, the three women apart, like I said, Tamina, I can see Tamina, Nikki, Alexa. Maybe, hey, look, that everybody that was in that commencement skit, I can see all them getting axed, even Dana Brooke and even our
Shit.
truth. I mean, that'd be a shame, but I can see that coming because I'm just I'm just thinking that the whole 24/7 comedy routine is getting played and it's getting stale. It's annoying at this point. There's no end game to that. It's just going round and round and round.
You think someone like Natalia will be a part of that list too? I mean,
No,
she's been on the roster forever.
no, well, yeah, well, she's been I think 20 plus years. See, she's part of the Hart dynasty. So, I think what it is, the management, they like her and they want to protect her. They want to keep that. I don't think they want to get in bad with Bret. And Bret Hart just signed a deal with the WWE. It's a merchandise deal
Yeah.
now. Yeah. So that's the Uncle C. So see, her being part of the family has pull, has clout. As long as so I think she's safe for however long she wants to be there. And because notice, she's never been relieved through all these years of budget cuts and everything. She's never.
That's what I'm saying. Because
She's
you
been a
just came
constant
to mind.
mainstay. And also, they probably do it as to honor her father, the late Jimmy Anvil Neidhart. So see, because he was well respected, because like he was Brett's partner, the Hart Foundation. So it's the whole Hart Foundation legacy that she's carrying now, because she's technically the only one left.
She is the only one left.
Everyone else is either dead or they're gone. Hey, what can you do? Oh, I have something here. I don't know if you've seen this. Ryback calls Vince McMahon's late mother a whore.
I just did a video on that earlier today.
Yeah,
I said it. I was like, what the
he went on a rant on Vince. He hates Vince, and I don't blame him. I mean, I wouldn't go after the mother since she's already dead, but I like what he said. He said right here, it says, Vince McMahon, like most promoters, has an insatiable urge to have control. He had no control watching his mom get beat up as a child, which is a horrendous thing for a kid to witness, as their whore mom tries to make ends meet. Vince has failed to evolve. F you, old man. It's crazy. It's so crazy how many people are okay with a psycho billionaire toying with innocent people's lives and whoring out a human circus, but can't stand the actual truth of the man's psychological weakness. For 48 laws of power, your clock is ticking, old man. You take nothing with you. It also says McMahon's mother passed away at the age of 101 in January of 2021 from natural causes in her sleep at her home in the Woodlands, Texas. She gave birth to Vince and Rod before divorcing Vincent J. McMahon. Vince didn't meet his father until he was 12 years old. He has publicly stated that he hated his stepfather so much that he wished he had the chance to kill him. So, hey, look, I don't condone maybe the calling the dead mother a whore. Hey, but hey, the man's angry, and see, this is all also on the heels of these releases. How you said, a psycho billionaire toying with innocent people's lives, and that's what he's doing. He's playing with these requisite toys, and like I said, he has the final say of everything, the final decision on releases, creative, and everything, and he approved these releases. So it's toying with them, and I just
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, go ahead.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I said earlier. I'm like, people didn't change their full lives. Like, they didn't change their livelihood, trying to move somewhere and things like that. Like, they took their family and brought them, to a certain area. And then like a couple months or a couple weeks later, WWE's like, oh, we don't need you, you're released. And it's like this person, people that brought their whole family to a different location than where they was before, only for them to get fucked over. So yeah, I kind of mentioned that too.
I'm just saying, it seems like the older you get and you're older, I mean, you're rich, yeah, but it seems like, you're losing control of your decisions. It's like you're making decisions. These are young people who need jobs and need this money, and this, especially amidst this pandemic and with the economy getting bad as it is, you're blindsiding them, you know what I mean? And they had plans and they were all right. And look, one of them who just got released just bought a new house. So Well, yeah, see that. Oh, yeah, see, and you know about the economy and how the mortgage rates are going up. So I'm
Yeah.
guessing she's not going to have he or she or is not going to be in that house very long. So, but Ryback is right in some respects in that rant. He's right. So Vince deserved that bashing he got. And the best part about that rant is the clock is ticking. Vince McMahon, the clock is ticking. You take nothing with you, and your ass ain't going to heaven. Trust me on that.
You think he sacrificed his mom? I mean, if they were younger, a lot younger, then I would say yeah, but
No, I don't think he sacrificed his mom. I mean, his mom lived to be 101.
that's what I'm saying. That's
Oh.
what I'm saying. It's a little. I mean, I understand you going on that conspiracy theory with the whole sacrificing thing, which I kind of believe in too. People sacrificing certain people to get higher up on the totem pole, but Vince McMahon is like.
That's true as far as amongst celebrities, because people believe Regina King sacrificed her son for that fame. Vince McMahon is set for life. He's already a billionaire. What purpose would he have to sacrifice his old mother to just get higher up on the totem pole? I mean, he owns WWE. He has $1 billion account. He has all the money in the world.
Already got his hands in the Walk of Fame in Hollywood. I mean,
yeah, and I'm pretty sure he's probably already set to be in the Hall of Fame sometime in the future, probably after he's dead. I don't know.
Exactly.
I don't
know what else.
Yeah.
I don't know what else it would do for him or benefit him.
Right. So I don't believe he sacrificed his mother. I just think his mother died of natural causes. She was old, 101. I don't. I mean, anybody else who wants to believe that, that's cool. I don't believe that because I don't believe it serves any kind of purpose for him to sacrifice his mom. But anyway, it's it's all good, I guess. And it's not all good in WWE. So
Well, it's all good. I guess it depends on who you are on the roster. Honestly, I think Naomi could even possibly be one of the people being released.
Yes, she could.
It would not shock me. It would not shock me at all. I understand her and Sasha are tag champs right now, but there's just certain people on the roster I look at and I'm like, I could see WWE releasing them just because.
Yeah.
Shit, Sami Zayn, I think he could be one that be released. Kevin Owens, I could see him being released.
That's true. Kevin Owens just signed a big deal too. So see, he signed a big deal for a lot more money. He got a pay raise. So see, they could release him and save that money. That's true. I wouldn't want him to be released because he's good, and I actually like watching him. He's one of the few I like to watch on the show because he's funny. He's funny, and like I said, one of the segments, the whole lie detector test with Ezekiel or AKA Elias, same guy. His younger brother, my ass. It's the same person, please.
I mean, but it's silly. But
funny.
I mean,
funny. You know what I mean? Because
it's silly, but people are invested. So I think
and it was funny. I mean, that was one of the few that was funny. I watched was funny. And even Alpha Academy, shush. That's kind of funny. You know what I mean? Because that guy can wrestle, and that's it. But also, you know what? Both him and Otis.
They were so close to getting released too.
They can still get released too. So you know what I mean? There might not be a long-term plan for them because they figure even though and look at this, he's got a shirt with shush on it, so maybe he'll stay. I don't know, but you never know. Because like I said, even when Malachi Black, who's in catering for so long, finally got a debut on SmackDown and was going to start a feud with Big E, was released blindsidedly. Look at him now, the House of Black in AEW, and let's say, Malachi Black, Aleister Black, as he was over there. He was good. I mean, he had good promo segments, all that.
I was still trying to see the appeal with that guy because a lot of people was always hyped about him. That's one thing he did have. A lot of people did like him. And it's like every time, I try to see, him prove himself, something ends up happening with him. And it's like, damn, like, I really want to see how great this guy really is because a lot of people like him. And for the most part, whenever a lot of people like you, most times you usually are really good. Like take a Cesaro, for example, very underrated or underappreciated talent, really, really good, but just never got the chance to really showcase everything. So I don't know. I just hope that Black is doing all right in AEW. I don't know what he's doing in AEW, but I hope he's all right.
That's true. Also, that meeting by the Ember Moon was part of says right here several WWE superstars reportedly refused to go to the talent meeting, and the one
I
being
don't blame
blamed,
them.
yeah, the one blamed was said Moon stated, like I see where this is going between booty butt cheek shorts meeting and them telling girls to alter
Really?
the gear to make it more revealing, and some people were very uncomfortable with that, and they were like, nope, this is what they want. You got to do it. It didn't matter how that person felt, and I was like, this isn't what I signed up for anymore. This isn't about the wrestling. This isn't about the art that we create in the ring. This is turning into everything that I left on Raw and SmackDown. And
But
yeah, right here, so it's stated that the talent blamed John Laurinaitis, for the meeting, but there's no confirmation that he had anything to do with it. Vince McMahon would have the final say on anything that happens in the company, and Laurinaitis would follow through on orders. But it's also worth noting that there have been reports for years about women during the Divas era being hired after Laurinaitis found them in bikini catalogs. There you go. This is what I always say. You know what? I think that's where Tori Wilson was found when she was in WCW, because she was a fashion model because she couldn't wrestle for shit. I think that's where Sable was found. Of course, she came in. I think Triple H found her. Remember when she first came out with Triple H, and then she went with Johnny B. Bad when he came over from WCW.
Yeah.
All right, here in the chat, yeah.
I mean,
okay.
I understand sex sells, but it shouldn't be the showcase of everything.
No, if it's wrestling, yeah.
Did Athena really have to prolong that booty butt cheeks? I mean, come on.
Well, that's what apparently that's what Mandy Rose wears.
Yeah, so but she couldn't just say, having your ass out and everything. Like, she couldn't just like shorten it. She had to put on.
Well, I mean,
you had to put all that in there.
Hey, look. She's being real. I like that. Scotty's Carmella is still fabulous. Well, she might be fabulous, but she also can't wrestle with shit either. Got good looks, but can't wrestle. That's just
I don't find Carmella attractive, but we're not going to go on that.
yeah.
I just think if the ladies want to do that, if they want to do that, then I think they should. But if they don't want to do it, I don't think they should be forced to do that. I think that's pretty messed up.
That's true. Oh, did you hear about what happened to Bobby Lashley? It's something we touch on too. It was a live event at Newcastle, England. A person took on the phone. He was running the ropes, and the ropes are broke away, and he fell in almost like he fell in a flipped. But he was okay though. He finished the match. So here's the thing: WWE has got all this money.
He was facing Omos or somebody else?
No, he was facing Drew McIntyre. It was a match with Drew McIntyre.
True, really? Aren't they both baby faces?
Yeah,
that's
but it might
weird.
have been.
That's a weird dynamic.
Yeah, okay. That's true. But I'm saying he fell. It's on Twitter here. I can screen share it. Or I can try to screen share it. See if I can.
Yeah, but Lashley's a big guy. So McIntyre's kind of big too. So if they both go into the ropes, I could see the weight of it. Like somebody probably didn't tighten the ropes like they should have. Or it was just so much force on the ropes that they just collapsed. And the only thing is, you got to see, did he fall forward or did he fall backwards? If he fell forward, maybe he can brace his fall. But if he fell backwards, yeah, that's dangerous, because you don't really have that much control, like falling backwards.
Here it is. You see my screen now? This right here.
Okay.
Hold on, here you go. Watch this.
Ooh.
Yeah, ooh.
See the weight of McIntyre and Lashley both hitting that simultaneously. The weight of both guys, yeah, that shit broke badly. If I'm WWE, I'm using that in a storyline. If I'm WWE, I'm capitalizing on it.
Well, there you have it. I'm just saying, look, Yeah, Sherman Ellis. Damn. Hey, look, here's something else in that company. You're supposed to be a top company. Why don't you make sure your ring ropes are secured, more secure than that?
Somebody's
Okay.
getting fired.
Yeah, no, this is
Somebody's getting
WWE,
fired.
the $1 billion company. No, but of course you had to make budget cuts, but you can keep your wrestlers safe and secure the ring rules better than that. And that's one of your top, and that's one of your top stars.
Exactly.
What about that, Vince?
I mean, even like local promotions, they get real serious on that with the putting the ring together. They're
Yeah,
real serious about that. Like I've seen shows, like local shows in New York, like they really uptight on putting the ring apart, taking the ring apart, like putting it together, taking it apart, and that's definitely a safety measure that they got to be more serious with. So in that situation, yeah, somebody definitely getting chewed out, somebody definitely got fired, somebody definitely got something that day.
yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's a good comment, Scott. WWE is killing everybody. That's kind of that and see and on the heel of these releases, see this looks a little funny. You got shit happening right out of the blue, out of nowhere. So wrestlers, I think you should watch your backs. Well, that's all I got as far as the best topics. Anything else you want to talk about, or you want to wrap this up?
Do I have anything? Not really. You kind of touched everything that I at least had in mind.
Yeah, this is the best
Um,
one. Oh, I have a side note right here. If you want to talk about this just for a second, this Matt Riddle and his wife Lisa have gotten divorced.
they okay. This is gonna sound very ignorant of me, and I
Go
really
ahead.
don't give a shit.
Yeah, I know.
But both of them can jump off the Brooklyn Bridge for all I care. That's all I'm gonna say.
You
I
know, those
give
I
no
don't know. I
fucks.
mean, Arcade Bro has been entertaining and has been funny to
I
me.
could give two fucks about
Exactly.
RK Bro.
I know, yeah, because to
I
me,
love Orton, but I could
yeah,
give two fucks about Matt Riddle.
right. That's what I'm saying.
It's
See, and this is what makes these two so opposites attract. Okay, Orton has been awesome for years. Bad guy or either heel or babyface. I mean, he's been good. He can talk, he can wrestle, and he can be funny without even trying to be funny. You know what I mean? But
yeah,
the minute Matt Riddle came out, and I know he was popular in NXT and the whole bro.
I don't get it
He sounded like a young version of Vince Russo, but without the Italian accent. And it's like this, it's like this. Okay, you trying to be funny and doing this, and but then to me, his whole chemistry and his whole aura to me kind of brings Orton down to a level that he doesn't need to be because Orton is so above that. But they put him together and it became popular, and WWE likes it. That's why they're tag champions at least right now.
and it's the dumbest shit. And I hope the Usos whoop their ass and Matt Riddle takes the pin and Usos become unified tag team champions. I'm just putting it out there because to see Randy Orton and to see Matt Riddle as a double champion would kill my soul. Let's just put it like that.
Yeah, because to me, both of them are like oil and water. They should mix. They should have mixed. And sometimes it looks funny, but other times I'm like, this is so annoying.
Because
Go
the
ahead.
reason why I think it's working is because opposites attract. So I think it's one of those type of things that WWE has used this formula many times, having opposites attract, and it goes really really far. I mean, you got The Rock, you got Mankind, you got Booker T, you got Goldust, you got R-Truth, you got Goldust. You just got different dynamics. You got Daniel Bryan, you got Kane, just different people mixing, and it just becomes something great. So I think that's why Riddle's kind of in the position that he's in, and I think WWE is probably going to push him far, even though I can't stand the ground that man walks on. But I mean, if he's a part of the roster and he's making money, I mean, it is what it is. Whether I like it or not, he's just going to be on the roster.
Yeah, here's an interesting comment from Johnny Mills right here. Thoughts on day 6 on a 6-man tag at Backlash, originally opposed to be a unification for the tag team championship, but instead they changed it to a 6-man tag team.
I don't have a problem with it.
No, it's hey, it is what it is. I guess because of what happened on SmackDown,
I
the
think
interference. I'm guessing they just want to showcase the other wrestlers, the two wrestlers that had to run in, and I guess it's basically making it an even fight. So I guess even on 6-man, whoever is pinned, they still lose the belts, right?
Yeah, I think if they're gonna do the unification match, it should be the two teams facing each other who are the tag champs. It should just be them. It shouldn't be anybody else. So I agree. I actually agree with that decision. Also, thoughts on independent wrestling? I think independent wrestling is good. You see a lot of stuff that you probably wouldn't see when you get like the higher up corporate stuff. Like you just learn a little bit of things just watching independent wrestling. And then also when it comes to independent wrestling, this is just my opinion, I think you see more passion in the wrestling than you do with people higher up. I think you see way more passion in the independent wrestling. I'm gonna be honest with that, because I've seen people that you probably never even heard of, but you look at them and you could just see the passion. You could see, like, you see it in them with the wrestling, and they're really out there enjoying themselves, and they're not just looking miserable. And I'm just doing this because I have to do it because it's my job to do it. So I think local independent wrestling can be great, and I think it should get more viewership. It's just that it's hard for people to go to certain places, because I know out here they just had an event out here. I wasn't able to go because I couldn't get into the building, so I wasn't able to go. But I mean, I do think independent wrestling is important, and plus, I mean, it's also nice to see people take pictures with people. And then years on down the road, you may end up seeing them making it big, and you're like, yeah, man, I remember when he or she was, wrestling in this promotion here, and then now they moving on up. So it's always nice to have memories like that. So I like it.
Yeah, independent wrestling is always awesome, because actually with AEW, since they let the wrestlers wrestle with other promotions all the time, you're seeing more independent wrestling being televised on some reviews, and that's good. And
on
stuff
YouTube.
I've seen, some of my friends think it's trash, but I think it's awesome. It's better than WWE. It's passion. It's real. The crowd's real. They curse. That's
I was about to say, and people get to be themselves, and they get to be more real hillish. Like they get to be like real hills, not the baby cookie cutter types. Like they get to really be themselves. I mean,
right? Yeah, even a babyface will curse. I mean, they'll shoot.
Exactly.
They'll shoot. I mean, they can't go back to WWE, but at least they being real. Johnny Mills asks, when is Bayley coming back? I don't know. She's injured. I guess the injury process is slow.
I don't know.
Actually, on that note, Dakota Kai was actually helping Bayley with her injury recovery. Bayley said Dakota Kai would always call her and ask her how she's doing, and talk to her and give her advice. So see, that's good right there. See, Dakota Kai was actually a friend and a helper, to Bayley. So see, you took away a friend and a potential, a potential coworker that her, and see, Bayley can wrestle too, in a sense. I mean, I don't like the character, but she can wrestle. Bayley and Dakota Kai matches.
Bayley. I love Bayley. That's my girl.
Bayley and Dakota Kai could have had some great matches. I think
they could have. I think they could have. And I think it could have drew. I think it could have drew. It could have drew money. WWE fucked up with that.
So so see, we're not gonna see that, and But actually, there's an independent thing that took place tonight. I think it was something because Moxley was on it. It was listed. It's in the article. Hold on, let me.
I mean, look at Matt Cardona, aka Zack Ryder. I mean, dude's on the independence. Dude's kicking ass on the independence. Like seriously, he
there it is. Yeah,
damn thing.
It was live today on Pluto TV. It was called presented by 605 Wild Defy Ones, featuring John Moxley versus Filthy Tom Lawler, to air tonight on Pluto TV. See, now I got to go on the sites and watch that. Because that was probably pretty good. Because I
got Pluto TV on my PlayStation, so
yeah, I do too.
I could just go to that.
You see, John Moxley is everywhere, not just on AEW. You can see them everywhere. And now with them, Tony Khan working with New Japan Pro and also buying Ring of Honor, the possibilities are endless. See, this is what Vince and WWE don't see, because see, they're so closed-minded in their closed world mentality, in their so-called bullshit universe. Oh, you notice something on the Jericho Appreciation Society? They're calling the AEW brands the AEW Galaxy now. Okay.
What?
Yeah. Over here we have the universe. Over here we have the galaxy.
Oh my god. And then I guess over here is going to be the Milky Way.
Oh well, it is what it is.
But Okay, so there was a comment. What about the Iconics?
Yeah, I
Shit,
told
I'm
you
trying to
earlier. Yeah,
see.
so the Iconics won't come back. No, what it is, the icon, well, the Inspiration now they're called in TNA. They decided to leave and step away from wrestling because they're going to explore other opportunities. What other opportunities they didn't say, but I'm not gonna miss them because I didn't like them in
Probably
WWE.
modeling.
I didn't like them in TNA really. Because look at this, you brought them in these two divas and you had them beat two of your best wrestlers for the titles, Rosemary and Jessica Havoc, who can wrestle and are awesome. You put them right. You put them right on ex divas. And see, you know me. You know me. I hated the Iconics in WWE, and they didn't do much better. They didn't change much better. All you did was change the name. It was still not the Iconics. They do the whole stance of the Iconic and that's all that other bullshit. But I couldn't stand. It was nothing there. I mean, yeah, you had look, but you had nothing else. You had nothing else to offer me. No emotional investment. No nothing. See, I can get emotionally invested in Jessica Havoc. I can get emotionally invested in Rosemary because
A
Decay
lot
is
of people,
entertaining.
a lot of people like Rosemary. A
Yeah,
lot of
that's
people
what I'm
like.
saying. And
A
she,
lot of people
and
like
look,
her.
she
Always hear
can
about her.
she can wrestle. That's the difference. She can wrestle. She can entertain you and tell a story in the ring. Those two are, yeah. If they're exploring opportunities, yeah, go take your ass back to the runway, to the fashion model world. That's where you was that's probably
That's
where you
what I'm
came from.
thinking. That's what I'm
That's
thinking.
where that's probably where they came from. They're basically just returning to where they came from.
Or
Because
probably try to
because
get
Laurinaitis,
something on TV. Like,
yeah, I can see him doing a show on the E channel. Maybe
that
I,
too.
iconic
Right.
divas. Maybe.
Right.
Because you know what? I bet John Laurinaitis found him also in the bikini catalog, or probably. I'm thinking Vince and them guys probably go to a lot of fashion model shows outside WWE, and they say,
They probably got scouts that do that. They probably got
"Yeah,
scouts that go
I bet
over
you're
and
scouting
look
all
at
right."
things.
The only thing you're scouting is what's under the dress. You're not scouting
Of
talent.
course.
You're scouting what's under the dress.
Of course. Of course. You know that's
Boy,
true.
I swear this. Oh well. Oh, quickly, I see a comment about here about Sonya Deville. What do you think of the Sonya Deville angle of her being official, putting herself in a title shot match with Bi- Bianca Belair?
She put herself.
Yeah, because on Raw she came out there as an official and was talking to Bianca. They did a promo. You probably didn't see it. She had a contract and Bianca signed it. She's saying, "Here's your next challenger," and coming out. Then Bianca texts her from behind, hits her leg, saying, "Congratulations, your next challenger is me." So Bianca Belair put herself in a title match again. Excuse me, Sonya Deville put herself in a title match with Bianca Belair.
Damn. Yo, I know Sonya Deville getting mad hate right now.
Oh yeah,
Oh man. I know Sonya Deville. So if she gets a title match, does that mean that she lose her power as far as being like a manager? I mean, not a manager, a
an
GM
official.
or official as they
Yeah,
call it now.
she's
'Cause,
an
yeah,
official with the bald guy. I don't know. I just think it's a dumb storyline. You could be a person of authority, but you're gonna wrestle too and get in a. Well, hey, whatever.
yeah, but
All you said is,
if she wins the title, now she used her power to put herself in a championship match, and because of her power, she's abusing it. So can that go further, or do you go with Bianca Belair beating her and retaining her title? I mean,
I, my prediction is, I think. Excuse me. I think.
like, which route do you go with though?
Yeah, that's a good question. I'm thinking Bianca's going to win, so I think I see this as a waste of time. But if Sonya Deville wins the title, I think it'll be stupid because then the women's titles, the Raw women's title, is not going to be worthless because you have it on you have an official wearing it as a champion, and she's going to be allowed to pick and choose her opponents. Probably she'll pick opponents that she can beat easily, and if she loses, she can call a shot right there to restart the match or the qualification. All kinds of bullshit. So
Yeah, but it would get people emotionally invested.
I don't
You
think
know
so.
what I'm saying?
The only emotional investment you have is the fans are going to start booing the product. That's the only investment you're going to have. So to me,
Think so?
so to me, that's not emotional investment.
Okay.
That's
'Cause I'm looking at it from that aspect. I'm like,
yeah. To me, that's a what the fuck investment, and of course that's WWE booking again.
that is, and kind of, well, if they were to do that, you would basically have Bianca Belair be put in a Sasha Banks position as to where she's better chasing the title than actually getting the title. And if she gets the title comes off like rather quickly. So,
Right, which to me makes Bianca look bad because you're having to win and lose title quickly, and that's not a good look or a good push for your up and coming young superstar.
yeah, so WWE got a lot to think of on this one.
Yeah, well, here's the thing though: if WWE doesn't think that a black woman can carry their company brand with a title, then that shows you, what they think of Bianca Belair, and it isn't necessarily because she's black. I think it's because she's a woman, and she's not as big a draw as Bobby Lashley, which to me the sexist factor comes in also. It seems like if the women can't draw as much as the men on certain levels still, then what's this so-called women's revolution about then? If not,
It's a checker box. It's a checker box.
Yeah,
it's just probably what it is. It's the checker box saying, "Oh, we're not like that." See, all right, let's check this. We got this covered. So yeah.
Well, in my opinion, I kind of hate the checker box. I think, like I said, I still say Vince is a scumbag. Of course, it's scumbag booking. But anyway, it's WWE. Let them do what they want. It's going to bite them in the ass sooner or later. And as Ryback said, clock is ticking, old man. So you're not gonna be there forever.
Oh,
but again, I think when Vince does go, that company's gonna go because no matter Nick Khan or even Triple H, and Triple H can't take that on. He's not going to. Triple H is going to take on that strain and work with that defib in his chest because he'll have a heart attack probably within days or weeks. He could end up like the Ultimate Warrior, doing a promo one day and then next thing you know, while walking to his car with his wife, clench his chest in a tight when he felt a tight grip and then collapse. So I don't see Triple H taking on. I see Triple H maybe helping selling it because he's got money. He's set for life. He's got money. He's also set for life. Nick Khan maybe could take it over because Nick Khan could be the power guy or come on to the character. But I don't see that happening. I'm just saying I don't think the company's gonna last long when Vince goes because no one can run it like Vince did, or no one's gonna run it like Vince did. So I see that ship. Like I said, I think the captain is going to go down with the ship, in this case, the ship is going down with the captain. It'll take some time, but it'll be a whole interesting ball game when Vince dies. It'll be a whole new interesting ball game. So because all we do is see what happens. Okay, but brother,
it's definitely interesting.
Yeah, I got anything else or?
The only thing is I'm gonna say is okay. I also because I forgot to mention this in my own video. I gotta give Ryback credit because he did what most people wouldn't do. Rather than saying what's on his mind, he actually tagged Vince McMahon. And when you mention people directly, I gotta give you respect for that. I'm sorry, because I'm like, if you're gonna talk shit, tag the person. Tag him.
I tag him all the time.
And I'm one of those I respect it if you tag somebody.
Hey, look, you see my tweets. When I blast somebody, I'll tag you every now and then, but most of the time I'm tagging my boys in the PW Hustle. So shout out to A-Track Brown and shout out to the excuse me, I know his names. He got names. The Scholarly, the Effervescent, the Magnanimous, Chabelo, Velo Cruz, PW Hustle in the house. I tag them all the time, and I've tagged you through when I blast on some divas, and I blasted on actually Zai Lee. I said tag her. If responded saying basically when she cut that promo about not worthy of my protection, he said even when she was a babyface, the cheers were piped in. So see, the piped in cheers didn't help her case either. So there you go.
You think Seth Rollins will be champion again? I'm looking at the chat. I think he can. I think he can be champion again. I just don't think it's going to happen any time right now.
Oh, Scott met Seth Rollins last year. What was he like? Anyway,
did you get the laugh? Did you get the infamous? Come on, John.
He met the Monday night. He met the Monday Night Messiah. Okay, well, so I gotta ask, what was that like? But anyway, so hey, you got anything else, or you want to wrap this up?
No. You can follow me on Twitter, Zargon7. That's really it. I mean, I would put my Facebook in, but I'm always getting banned. So
Okay.
yeah.
Oh, apparently, one last thing we can talk about is we got mentioned for Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes is going to be the next guest on the Stone Cold Skull Sessions podcast. Now, what are your thoughts on that? Real quick.
I need to start watching those sessions again because it's been a
Yeah.
minute since I watched them. So I definitely got catching up to do. So I definitely want to see what they talk about. Hopefully, they talk about something new. Um, because with Cody Rhodes, it just seems every time he's in WWE, they always try to factor him with Dusty Rhodes. They always factor in that storyline. And I understand you want to give grievance to your father and things like that, but I think they should kind of let Cody be his own person. First and foremost, you could pay homage to your father. You can even pay homage to your brother, but you also got to have your own character. So with the whole American Nightmare thing, just let him do that. I know it's only going to be a matter of time before Cody Rhodes turns heel. It just seems he just seems to be a natural heel. Just people just don't like him. So it's only a matter of time before he turns heel. I just wonder when it'll be. So that's the only thing I'm waiting for. And then with him being heel, do I see WWE putting a major title on him? I think they would for shock value. I think they would also try it just to see how much his name can draw. So I don't think it's something that WWE wouldn't do, and I think they should do at least. Put somebody else on the at the top for a little while and just see what they can do. So as far as Cody Rhodes, I think I don't know if he should be the one to beat Roman Reigns, but Roman Reigns has pretty much gone through the roster, so it's like, who do you have left? So that's the only reason I will say Cody could be the person to beat Reigns, but outside of that, I don't see who else can beat Reigns at this point in time because he's just pretty much, as Roman Reigns says, smashing everyone.
I don't see Roman Reigns smashing everyone. I think there's nobody left to smash to challenge him because
That's what I'm saying. Like, there's
yeah,
nobody like
yeah.
credible to do it. So the only person you really got left, honestly, really is kind of Cody Rhodes,
hmm
unless you want to do Happy Corbin, but nobody wants to watch that.
No, that's not going to work. No, I'm sorry. Happy Corbin is over here in left
And I,
field. So
and I like and I like Corbin. So, but
yeah, no, you like Corbin, but look at this. If you even think about putting him with Roman Reigns, you're going to kill Roman Reigns' whole aura and his whole character. You're going to kill him. You're going to kill your main event guy. So no, Happy Corbin is great. Is fine with fine over here in left field with Madcap Moss. Leave him there. Leave that shit over there. Leave
yeah,
Mr.
but who?
Happy
But
Corbin.
who else can they use though? Like, there's not.
No, all you guys, Cody Rhodes. That's just it. And even look,
That's
Cody cut a promo on Raw. He was here for one thing, for the championship. He was for the World Championship. So he's coming after Roman Reigns sooner or later. As far as him turning heel, I don't see that happening.
I don't think
because-
it'll be right now. But I'm saying, let's say he wins the championship, right?
Yeah,
He beats Reigns. It's only going to be a matter of when he turns heel at that point.
yeah. Well, if he turns heel, it'll be ego turning heel because I think he has creative control this time. So he'll probably turn heel if he really wants to. I think the only way you can turn him heel is if you bring in his wife. You bring his wife with him, and see
Don't.
they hate his wife.
We've already talked about that.
Yeah, he'll turn heel then. Like I said, because see, hating her is going to rub off on him, which he did in AEW. That's why he left, because he would have had no choice but to turn heel, but he wasn't going to do that. So you got him in WWE now. You put him back with they're going to boo her. They're going to boo her out of the building. So
They are.
turn him heel then. Turn him heel with his wife. That way they'll be the new heel power couple like Triple H and Stephanie were. They'll be the new heel power couple. So
I could go somewhere.
do I think The Rock will be WrestleMania 39?
No.
I don't think so,
No.
because I think he's done.
No.
And the comment earlier about who's my local indie, it was yes, who's my local indie. Yeah, I'm gonna send a shout out to him because that's the guy who likes my channel. GXW Pharaoh, what's up? I used your intro tonight, so you'll see it. So that's my local wrestling promotion. Like I said, me and him are supposed to be collaborating sometime in the future. He said he's been talking to people in the business, executive producers, anything like that, and they say Professor X has potential. So hey Zargon, we got potential. So see, like I said, if I can do something to make something happen or bigger happen, everybody, you, Quinn, Kid Stacy, all coming with me. So all y'all will be a part of it. If I can make something, if they can make something happen. So
Yeah, but I don't think the Rock. I mean, I don't think the Rock is going to come in and wrestle Reigns like everybody's been expecting or thinking. Rock is too busy, first and foremost, with movies, and secondly, you don't want him to get injured wrestling again. So I don't think he will, to be honest.
Oh, you know what else he's doing? I saw an interview for him. Him and his ex-wife slash business manager, business partner. They're actually going to next summer. They're going to officially start the new XFL.
And then he got that. I forgot about that. You're right.
Yeah, he's making business moves. So see, wrestling is done. Wrestling is over. It's done. So like I said, in the coming years for WrestleMania, if Vince has nobody, that company's done. So you can't call Rock, you can't call Austin, you can't call Undertaker. They're all retired and gone. You got nothing left. And Roman Reigns ain't gonna last forever. So.
And Goldberg ain't gonna last forever either, because
Goldberg's already gone. So I don't even know why you mentioned. I wouldn't even mention Goldberg.
Oh, he's gone. Okay.
Goldberg is irrelevant at this point because he's old. He's been botching, and the fans are starting to boo him now. So see, he needs to go home and stay home.
Okay.
Yeah, it might be a great fine between family, but see, like I said, The Rock is too busy. So, and I don't think at this point the Rock wants to tarnish his reputation with the company and his image with the company by coming in and doing some bullshit. But that's just my opinion. All right, anything else?
No, that's it for me. I ain't got
okay,
anything
cool.
else.
All right. Follow, like, share, subscribe to Brother Zargon7 on YouTube. I'm your boy, Professor Rex, aka Malik. Once again, shout out to Black Zeke Quentin. Shout out to Kid Stacy. Shout out to Brother Melendez, Gotten Huggins. Shout out to GXW, my man Pharaoh. And we'll see you again real soon. I want to thank the whole chat, everybody in the chat, for coming through and watching.
Hell yeah.
It's been a pleasure, and I've had a blast entertaining people the best I can. Shout out to everybody watching on Facebook. Shout out to anybody watching on Twitter. And like I said, if you're a WWE Diva Skank or anybody blast on Twitter, here I am. This is who I am. Now you know who's talking to you. So, and I welcome any retaliation. So, because we, not me, not just me, we will clap back at you. So trust me.
It already came.
Yeah.
It already came. I seen it, and I'll probably respond to it just a little bit, but I won't indulge too much into it.
True,
that's about it.
But it's a lot of fun though too, to tell them about themselves. So they don't want to hear it, but too bad. We watch the product. We're gonna tell you what we think and what we see and what we know, even if you deny it. But anyway, everybody, have a blessed night. Peace and blessings. Power to the people. And we'll see you next time. Peace.